Good morning, friend. Today we have to discuss the necessity and types of earthing. Then we have to discuss what are the need and types of earthing which is used in the electrical field. Then first we have to discuss related to the electrical earthing. The process of transferring the immediate discharge of the electrical energy directly to the earth by the help of the low resistance wire is known as electrical earthing. The electrical earthing is done by the connecting the non-current carrying part of the equipment or neutral of supply system to the ground. Mostly the galvanized iron is used for the earthing. The earthing provides the simple path to the leakage current. The short circuit current of the equipment passes to the earth, which has zero potential, thus protect the system and equipment from damage. Nothing but the electrical earthing. Then we have to discuss what are the different types of earthing. Then the electrical equipment mainly consists of two non-current carrying parts. These parts are neutral of the system or frame of the electrical equipment. So we have to provide the earthing to these equipments. Then first we have to discuss related to the neutral earthing. In the neutral earthing, the neutral of the system is directly connected to the earth with the help of GI wire. The neutral earthing is also called as a system earthing. Such type of earthing is mostly provided to the system which has star winding. Suppose you have to consider some examples of that neutral earthing is generator, transformer and motors. To that we have to provide the neutral earthing, that is we have to taken the neutral earthing that is from star connected point of that wiring. The next one is the equipment earthing. Such type of earthing is provided to the electrical equipment. The non-current carrying part of the equipment like their metallic frame is connected to the earth by the help of connecting wire. If any fault occurs in the apparatus, the short circuit current to passes the earth by the help of wire, thus it protects the system from damage. So body of the, suppose there will be consider one motor and the wiring of that motor, it will be accidentally touch with the body of the machine. If you have to touch with the machine body, then we get the shock. So we have to provided the equipment earthing, that is nothing but we have to provided the low resistance path to the current. Because of that the current will be flows to the earth and we protect from the equipment from the electrical shock. Then we have to discuss the importance of the earthing. The earthing protects the personnel from the short circuit current. The earthing provides the easiest path to the flow of short circuit current even after the failure of the insulation. The earthing protects the apparatus and personnel from the high voltage surges and lightning discharge. The earthing can be done by the electrical connecting the respective parts in the installation to some system of the electrical conductors or electrodes placed near the soil or below the ground level. The earthing mat or electrode under the ground level have flat iron riser through which all the non-current carrying metallic parts of the equipment are connected. We have to see what is the electrical system without earthing, what would be the happens. Whenever the fault occurs, the fault current from the equipment flows through the earthing system to the earth, thereby protect the equipment from the faulty current. At the time of the fault, the earth mat conductors rises to the high voltage, which is equal to the resistance of the earth mat multiplied by the ground level. If there will be no earthing is provided, then the current will be flowing through the equipment body. if you have to touch the human to the body of that equipment, then current will be flowing through the human body, and because of that shock will be to the human person. Then next one is the electrical system with earthing. If you have to provided the equipment connected to the earth with the help of earth wire, and whenever some fault will be occurs, the current flowing through the equipment, it is directly flowing towards the ground, and when the person will be touched to the equipment body, then there will be no shock to the person, and person will be protected from the electrical shock. So the earthing is very important part in the electrical field, so as to protect the person as well as to protect the equipment from the damage. Then we have to discuss the different terminologies related to the electrical earthing. The first one is earth. The proper connection between the electrical installation system via conductor to the buried plate in the earth is known as earth. Then earthed, when an electrical device, appliances or electrical wiring system connected to the earth through the earth electrode, it is known as earthed device, or simple it is called as a earthed. Then solidly earthed, when an electrical device, appliances or electrical installation is connected to the earth electrode without a fuse, circuit breaker or resistance or impedance, it is called as solidly earthed. Then next one is the earth electrode. When a conductor buried in the earth for electrical earthing system, it is known as earth electrode. The earth electrodes are in the different shapes, like as conductive plate, conductive rod, metal water pipe or any other conductor with low resistance. The next one is earth lead or earthing lead. The conductor wire or conductive strips connected between earth electrode and electrical installation system and devices is called as earthing lead. The next one is the earth continuity conductor. In the earth continuity conductor, the conductor wire which is connected among different electrical devices and appliances like distribution board, the different plugs and appliances etc. In other words, the wire between earthing lead and electrical devices or appliances is called as earth continuity conductor. It may be in the shape of metallic pipe or cable, metallic sheath or flexible wire. Then sub-main earthing conductor, a wire connected between switchboard and distribution board, that is a conductor is related to the sub-main circuits. The next one is the earth resistance. This is the total resistance between the earth electrode and the earth in ohm. Earth resistance is the algebraic sum of the resistance of earth continuity conductor, earthing lead, earth electrode and earth. These are the different terminologies are related to the electrical earthing system. Then what are the different points we have to consider during the earth? The first one is the earth pin of 3-pin plug, 3-pin lightning plug socket or 4-pin power plug should be efficiently and permanently earthed. All metal casing or metallic coverings containing or protecting any electrical supply line or apparatus such as GI pipe, conduit enclosing, VIR or PVC cables, iron-clad switches, iron-clad distribution fuse boards, etc. should be earthed properly. The next one is the frame of any every generator or stationary motor or metallic part of all transformer used for controlling energy should be earthed by two separate and yet distinct connection with earth. Then in DC 3 wire system, the middle conductor should be earthed at the generating station. Stay wire that are for overhead line should be connected to the earth by connecting at least one stand to the earth wire. Then we have to see the different methods of electrical earthing. In that, first one is the plate earthing. In the plate earthing system, a plate made up of either copper with dimensions of 60 centimeter as to 60 centimeter as to 3.18 mm or galvanized iron of dimensions 60 centimeter into 60 centimeter into 6.35 mm is buried vertically in the earth, which should not be less than 3 meter from the ground level. It is very important. For proper earthing system, we have to follow the proper steps and we have to connect the earth wire to the plate. Then earth wire, it is connected to the plate which is buried into the ground. Then in order to maintain the proper soil resistance, or we have to maintain the moisture condition in the soil in order to reduce the earth resistance. So, the earth current, water may be the current from the earth wire, it is flowing easily in the ground. So, we have to adding the water into the ground with the help of pipe. Then second one is the pipe earthing. A galvanized steel and propelled pipe of approved length and diameter is placed vertically in wet soil. In this kind of system of earthing, it is most common system of earthing which is used in the field. The size of pipe to use depends upon the magnitude of current and the types of soil present in the site. Then dimension of the pipe is usually 40 mm in diameter and 2.75 mm in length for ordinary soil or greater for dry and rocky soil. According to the soil condition, we have to use the pipe according to that system. The moisture of the soil will be determine the length of the pipe to be buried, but usually it should be 4.75 meter. The different methods of earthing, then we have to discuss what are the general methods of electrical earthing installation. In that first all of the dig a 5 into 5 feet pit about 20 to 30 feet and then in the ground, and the depth and width it is depend upon the nature and structure of the ground. Then bury in appropriate copper plate in that pit in vertical position. Then tight earth lead through the nut bolt from the two different places on the earth plate. Use two earth leads with each earth plate and tight them properly. Then next one is to protect the joints from corrosion, put grease on it. The next step is collect all the wires in metallic pipe from the earth electrodes and make sure the pipe is 1 feet above the surface of the ground. And next one is to maintain the moisture condition around the earth plate. Put a 1 feet layer of powdered charcoal and lime mixture around the earth plate Then use the thimble and nut bolts to connect the tightly wire to the bed plate of the machine. Each machine should be earthed from two different places. The minimum distance between two earth electrodes should be 10 feet. that is 3 meter. Then earth continuity conductor, which is connected to the body and metallic parts of all installation, should be tightly connected to the earth lead, and make sure to use the continuity by using continuity test. And at the last, the test overall the earthing system through the earth tester. If everything is going about the plan, then fill the pit with soil. Maximum allowable resistance for earthing is 1 ohm. If it is more than 1 ohm, then we have to increase the size of earth lead and earth continuity conductor. Keep the external ends of the pipe open and put the water time to maintain the moisture condition around the earth electrode, which is important for the better earthing system. This is the general methods for we have to doing the electrical earthing installation. Thank you friends. This is the different concept, that is what is the electrical earthing, what is the need of earthing, what are the different types of earthing, what are the methods of earthing, and what is the general procedure to install a earthing installation we have to see in this video. Thank you friend.